Okay, a few weeks back, we were discussing a possible release of a Kingdom Puffer mold. And the Kingdom Puffer mold is basically based on the recolored pipes. That was basically a Huffer, G1 Huffer painted in opposite pipes colors, which was released in the European market. So, of course, now this has come to fruition that this is going to be part of the Transformers Kingdom Golden Disc Collection, which was previously reported back in March. And so now we're going to get a Road Ranger. Now, a Road Ranger is peculiar because, again, I did report this in my previous video. He's based off of the GoBots character as well as a recolor from one of the comic books or coloring books or something like that. But, you know, basically because Hasbro bought Tonka, they have the rights to those names. And thus why we got the name Road Ranger for orange and black Huffer. So first things first, we'll go back and recap the grainy picture of what the pipes look like in Europe, which was Huffer, just painted with a primarily white body and blue feet, but he was still Huffer, even though he was in the pipes packaging. It's a rarity. I've seen this a few times in my collecting days, but like I said, I don't do G1. I really don't collect G1. I just have no desire to collect G1 with the new toys being more articulated and more, you know, closer to G1 and cheaper. You know, I'd rather go with what I have right now. So we go into this next picture, we're going to actually see a picture of him. And this time Puffer has the new weapons. He has two new pipe black guns that fit on his shoulder. And I think that's pretty cool. It does look kind of weird in truck mode, but I mean, you know, it's just the way to figure this configure it. But you probably can twist the, because you know the arms do turn. You make it have those pipes fit behind the truck. But either way, it does look good. You know, of course, the story was behind the picture today. Was when the picture was released, it was released in 4chan-esque with a whole bunch of racial slurs and things on the picture. And, you know, a lot of other reviewers, even watching Proto Man's video today, I didn't even notice because, like I said, I've been under the weather. You know, Hasbro does need to step up their game on showing these figures off, you know. And I'm going to do a video on that because I know a lot of people are afraid of P versus P and TT, but they're just as bad. That video's coming. So this gives you a picture of what Road Ranger looked like. If you look at the black repaint of Huffer with the black and orange or red, that's your Road Ranger. But Road Ranger in the GoBots line was basically a red and blue robot, which had similar colors to Optimus Prime. And the thing that was cool about Road Ranger was if you unfold the legs, when you did the transformation, he actually had a truck bed. For a lot of people, this was their Optimus Prime back in the days. Back in the 80s, Transformers were hard to get, and for some families, they were expensive. They weren't expensive with me. I'm not saying like, you know, anything special, not bragging or anything. My mom just was kind of, you know, like, you're getting this stuff at Christmas time, and that's that. And then when she tried to get them, it was hard to find. So GoBots were a temporary solution. And for a lot of people, this was their Optimus Prime, because you would use your imagination to say, you know, hey, this is Optimus Prime. And the fact that he has a trailer, in a sense, well, a truck, you know, trailer bed, he could fold up. And so this is just a variation of the Road Rangers. And with that color, you know, I just can't. I remember owning this back in the days before I got Optimus Prime. I just imagine him to be an Optimus Prime. But Road Ranger was primarily red and blue, and, you know, very similar colors to Optimus Prime. So, you know, this is just a picture of him, and he's a fun toy, simple and fun. Because all Transformers back in the days relatively did the same thing. There was hardly any articulation. So let's not think that Transformers was better. It was just a different brand and a different toy. So move on to a more closer picture of Road Ranger for the GoBot, from the GoBots repaints that they did for the eHobby exclusive of the Minibots. We got this color, which is supposed to be based off of probably a color error of Huffer in a book or a comic book. I can't remember. It doesn't matter now because we're going to be getting them real soon. But, you know, I never got this set. I should have got this set, though, because it was a pretty cool set. Who knows? I may even try to track it down. But now we get a better look at him. And the thing that's cool is he is basically a recolor of Huffer, but the head is now more G1-esque, because the original G1 head didn't have nothing but the eyes, instead of like, a mouth, and kind of like more that, I always say he kind of reminded me of having like eyes like Robin. Like when Robin puts those, Robin from Batman, when he puts the, mask over his eyes. But this time they made his head look very, G1. It's basically G1, and it's different. So now you're not just getting a straight repaint of Huffer. You're actually getting a remold of the head, which makes him look like a different character. Boy, oh boy, Hasbro, you are doing your thing. But this looks really good. I'm not going to lie. It's not like Huffer's a big deal to me. But to have Huffer, Pipes, and then these two in my collection, Hasbro, you taking my money. Stop it. So overall, I think this is going to be a good set, and this is going to be released as a set. No words yet. You can still take this with a grain of salt, but pretty much it's been leaked from the factory. So at this point, we know it's coming. And yeah, I'm going to get it. I know. I don't want to get it, but I am going to get it. Are you going to get it? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. And we really do need to discuss these leaks, man. It's really getting kind of bad now that they're doing it this way. And, I don't know what's going on over in overseas in these countries, but they need to get a cap on it, Hasbro. But again, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. This is Super Robot Ed reporting the news. Peace.